Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a prom makeup tutorial, something that's a little bit colourful. Could be replaced with a colour that matches your dress, but basically I'm going to do a really pretty brown eye makeup with a mauve duochrome to it. So it's a really nice soft look that's going to complement green eyes as well as brown eyes. It would look good on anyone, but purple looks best with those eye colours, I think. If you've got either those coloured eyes or a dress that's maybe a little bit pinky or purple or neutral, this look would look great on you. Just going to start out with a primer. This is the Napoleon Perdis Auto, did I say that weird? Napoleon Perdis Auto Primer, and rub that in. Then I'm going to use stick foundations because I think these look best in flash because they don't have any, what am I talking about? They don't have any sun cream. So I'm just going to apply it straight from the stick. Even though that is quite unsanitary, I'll just wipe off the stick when I'm done. Very rough, as you can see. I don't play by the rules. Well, that is heinous. Alright, now I'm going to use this Bobbi brown one. That first one was Napoleon Perdis in look 4, so I'm applying darker shades around the edge of my face. And then the rest of my face will be with this Bobbi brown foundation stick in number 3. So just draw that around. And honestly, from there you're ready to leave the house. That joke didn't really work. I'm going to start with the lighter shades by blending them in with this foundation brush. So as you can see, I'm sort of working around the darker shades so that I don't mix the two too much. Once they're all mostly blended, then I can go over where the darker shades are. I recommend doing the lightest areas before you start blending the darker shades, because if you blend the darker shades first, your brush will get dirty with all that colour. And when you go over the lighter shades, it will muddle it up too much. Then take a bigger brush, and I've added a bit more of the lighter shade, and just use that to buff it out. Okay, so the foundation's done. If you look at my arm, matches pretty well. Now I'm going to move on to my brows and then my eyes. Now, I know that big brows might be sort of in style thanks to Cara Delevingne and things like that, but I think going for a natural brow for prom would be the best option, just so that when you look back on your photos, you don't cringe once big thick brows are out. And I also think that having drawn on Sharpie brows is just not a good look for anyone, so if you're doing that, just please use a nice soft brow powder instead of, you know, I don't know, a harsh one. So I'm going to use my Benefit Browsing. I really love this one. And I'm going to start at the center of my brows and just focus on the center part where I apply the product, but then use the brush to blend it out to the tail without applying any more, and then through the head of the brow. Very simple like that. And I'm just going to leave the brows like that. I will set them with some gel, but nothing too strong. Use your finger to dust out the head of the brow. Really don't want any sharp angles there. Now I'm going to use my Benefit Brow Wiz. Sorry, no, GimmeBrow, because this will just really set the hairs in place. It's waterproof, and it will also add natural looking thickness to the hairs. Like so. So now the brows are done, I'm going to move on to my eyes. I'm going to use a primer. This is the Awake eyeshadow base from Sigma. So one eye's done, that's what it looks like. And I'm going to show you on this eye. I'm going to start with this L'Oreal palette. This one is in the colour Smokey. I chose this because it's very easy for you guys to find. I'm going to take this shade and put it on the outer half of the eye and blend through the socket and up. Just like that. So that's going to be the colour that it all fades out to. So this colour is called Glam, and it's by Makeup Store. It's a Microshadow. This has got a slightly purple undertone because I've got a bit of a purple look going on, as you can see, but it's mostly neutral. So this is where you would swap out this colour for a neutral tone that's a little bit similar to the colour that you want to wear for your dress, whether that be matching the dress or complementing the dress, or even if you just want to put a beige colour through there. I'm then going to take that colour and go all the way under the eye. Back to our L'Oreal palette, I'm going to take this shade, just sort of a medium brown, and start deepening up the outer V of the eye. But then take the even darker one just on the tip of the brush so you can be really precise with it. And intensify it further. Same color on a little flat shader brush. Pat it, sorry there's an aeroplane, but I'm just going to keep on going. Keep on swimming and pat that over the lash line. Drag what's left about 1/3 of the way in underneath. Now take a creamy highlight shade. This is Bone from Elizabeth Arden, my favorite highlight shade. Use that under the brow bone and to drag out or bring down the eyeshadow if you've blended it out too much. Keep it contained. Now you can take a really nice loose dust, something that's nice and glittery, because on your prom, I'm sure you want to wear a bit of glitter so you can really stand out. When else can you wear sparkles if not on your prom? So this is a loose dust. It's called Empire and it's by Makeup Store. Pick some up on a brush like this and pat it all over the center of the lid and blend it out. It's really going to bring an extra dimension of whatever shade it is that you want to be the theme of the look. It's going to bring that all together and catch the light as you move and all that fun stuff. I'm going to use this color from the L'Oreal palette, the lightest one, and I'll use that to highlight the inner corner of the eye. I'm going to apply mascara. This is Makeup Store Drama Mascara. That's the finished look. Now for underneath my eyes, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown Creamy Concealer. I'm using the color Pale Yellow, no, Beige. Beige. And then the Sheer Finish pressed powder is Pale Yellow because it comes with a setting powder. I'm going to use that on a blending brush. Just all the way in here and all the way up here. That's very descriptive. So use it to tighten up that angle there and blend out. And then use the setting powder to pat over and set that concealer so it will stay all night. Now I'm going to powder the rest of my face with Napoleon Perdis Camera Finish. This is a powder foundation, so it's got color in it. It's going to supply a bit more color as well as set the foundation. Because it's creamy foundation, it can move around unless you set it. Now I'm going to use a bronzer under my cheekbones and along this part of my face just to contour. This is my Guerlain 4 Seasons. This is what we've got so far. Now onto blush. I'm going to use my MAC Warm Soul blush. I love this one. It's a beautiful dusky rose with gold reflex through it. It's just stunning. I'm going to use this with a fan brush so as not to apply too much. Then MAC Mineralize Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle is the perfect highlight. On the same brush, above the top of the cheekbones for that beautiful glow as you turn your head and to reflect within photos. Then to get that perfect nude lip, I'm going to line my lips. This is a lip liner called Nude Beauty from Makeup Store. Then the nude I'm going to use is this really nice one from Napoleon. It's called Untitled. It's a cream lipstick. It's from their new range. Such a nice colour. You could leave it. You could lima bean it. You could leave it creamy like that, or you can add a gloss. This is the Napoleon Luminous Lip Veil in the Flesh. And that's the finished makeup look. Now you can just add some earrings, just like this. So I also chose not to use fake eyelashes. One, because not everyone can apply them, and if you do want to wear them, then you can of course apply them. It will look great with this. I'd recommend quite natural ones. Yeah, but that's it from me. I hope you guys really like this look and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll put all the products in the description, and please check out my Facebook page and my Instagram. I'll put the links below. I'd love to see you there. So that's it. Thank you all for tuning in once again, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye. And if you've got a spare moment, please check out my latest video with Napoleon Perdis on their YouTube channel. It's a Mother's Day makeup look, and there's also a discount code for you guys. I'll put the link below or click the screen.